Hello and welcome to Theology on Tap. Look at this. I'm here at the Redwood Forest. Enormous trees. It's beautiful. Just taking a walk. There's a lot of peace and quiet here. But of course, when I was at home, you gotta read what's going on in the world, and it seems everybody's really upset at one another. And there are people who are talking about solutions to all the problems in the world. But once again, there's no real solutions, just trade-offs. And we never talk about the trade-offs. And we just tend to follow whoever the leader that we choose and just kind of follow what they say. That's why I believe in Jesus Christ. I want God to be the boss so that I don't get tricked by humans who uses tragedies and bad events of the world to take advantage, to enrich themselves or bring fame, or as some people have suggested, divide the people. So there's always some kind of problems in the world. Well, now that coronavirus is kind of on its way out, we got the vaccines coming out, we need another thing to worry about. And our president and other leaders of the world starting to talk about the climate change once again. And I guess that's going to be the next big thing. They're really pushing hard for it. And there's nothing wrong with having cleaner air and things like that, but there are no solutions, only trade-offs. What are we willing to trade off in order to bring about changes in the climate change? Or can we even do anything about it? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but you gotta listen to every side, and I get confused. What is real and what is not? Very confused. Anyways, recently, the Pope Francis came out and talked about it. And I know he has talked about it before, but this time what he said was that if we don't do anything about the climate change, and I don't know what we can do about it, unless we do something about it, there's going to be flooding in the world like the days of Noah. Flood the world. Right? All this thing, all the trees here will be underwater. What are we going to do? I recently watched a movie called Waterworld. That's what it's going to be. Maybe just like in that movie, we will evolve and we will have gills, and so we could survive underwater. Who knows? Anything is possible. But what I thought was interesting is that as Christians, as believers of God, that we still worry about that stuff. For the Pope to come out and say that there's going to be flooding in the world like the days of Noah, kind of strange, because didn't the Bible say that God said that he would not flood the world again? That's what I thought it says. But who knows? What I do know is that you got to have an open mind, free your mind from all the news and the messages that are out there. Be smart enough, or being in connect with God enough to know what is real and what is something that we need to push aside. And there are a lot of messages out there that we need to push aside. One of them being that the Pope, the leader of Christian world, one of the leaders of the Christian world, has said that there's flood coming. I don't believe it. At least not that way anyways. But instead of worrying about all the things that we could do to make the world better, I think it would be better if we focus on being just good dads and good parents, good husbands, wives, being good to our neighbors. You ever notice that all the things that we tend to worry about in this world to bring about stability, the Bible says not to worry about those things, but have good relationship with God and continue to do good. Because without worries, we could focus on doing good. Right? We could have more control over our emotions. learn to forgive, and get along. Well, that's what I was thinking about as I walked through this beautiful trees. Look at this trail. Look at all those trees. It's great. Well, God bless you, and I'll see you next time.